Let's look at text styles in a little bit more detail now. So previously we were able to apply a particular text style to some text, change the formatting of that text, and then update the text style so that you've got consistent look and feel. But I want to just explore the text styles panel now, and you can see how much more power you can get from using text styles. But first we'll just quickly recap. So in this example, if I just select a portion of text, for instance heading 1, and then I change the formatting locally to say 24 points, you'll see that that will just change just that heading 1 text only on its independently of all others. We'll just see that on page 4 and 5. You see this is still set to 20 point. And it's only when we come back up to the local edit we made of that heading and then click on it and then select Update Paragraph Style with heading 1 enabled, you'll find that the subsequent reference of heading 1 is now set to 24 point. So we'll just revert this back by changing that to 20, and then we'll go back and update paragraph styles. So all paragraph styles of heading 1 are 20 point. Okay, well, let's get back to the first page. So what we haven't explored yet is character styles. So these are styles which are applied to selected characters within a particular paragraph. So for instance, if I just select some text here, so I'll select this text is very, just zoom into that for you, and then come over to the character panel, and then I want to make this all caps. So I've made that all caps there. Now I've applied some local formatting there, which means that if I ever want to have that same character formatting going forward, I need to go through that same process time and time again. So what I can do instead is to create a character style from that. And so if I come up to the character style context menu there, and I'll select new style, and we can call this one all caps, and I'll click OK. So that the next time I want to format some text, I can just choose the all caps option there. So that this saves an awful lot of time and work, and it also keeps the consistency with the character style. So character styles are applied on top of paragraph styles, and we'll look a little bit about how you can change the formatting and override the formatting in lots of different ways. Okay, so let's just apply a little bit more of the character style just here. There we go, that's fine. Okay, so that's kind of character styles and paragraph styles. Let's now look at the text styles panel. So I'll just jump over there. I'll just undot that for a second. And you'll see that we've got this text styles panel area, which allows you to do all kinds of things with text styles. You'll be able to create new text styles, update text styles like we did previously, delete, copy, duplicate, and also be able to manage the hierarchy of text styles, which we'll just look at just now. Okay, so one important point is that the text styles panel is made up of the combination of the character panel and the paragraph panel. So the character panel deals with characters, the paragraph panel deals with paragraphs. The text styles panel deals with character styles and paragraph styles underneath those character styles. And you can see that if I just go to, for instance, this body text here, you can see that it reports the body text for character panel and the fact that the paragraph is set to paragraph style body. And in the text styles panel, if I just do an edit on here, you should be able to see that the general sections of the character panel down to approximately here, and those of the paragraph panel continuing on beyond the character styling, kind of match with between the panels. So cancel there. I'll just go back to Reset Studio so we can get a better look. Okay, so the important thing to note first of all is that all of the text styles are arranged in a kind of this alphabetic order. As you look down the list here, you've got paragraph styles to start with, and that's indicated by this little paragraph marker. Anytime you see that, paragraph styles. If you come down a little bit further, you'll see that we've got a selection of character styles which have been saved with the program. So you can apply these to format on top of the applied paragraph style. Okay, so just come down to the bottom here. So if I wanted to create a new style, I can use these buttons at the bottom of here. So I can create a paragraph style from, say, this body text. So click on there, give it a new name, body1, and change the attributes as if I was changing it in the character and paragraph panel. I can also create a character style in the same way as paragraph style, but for the character. You can change various options through here, font, color, decorations, etc. Now I'll also be able to create something called a group style. And this is where the power of the text styles panel really comes to the fore. Because what this does, it enables you to hierarchically arrange all of your text styles. So you start from a base text style, and I'll just show you that now. If I come up to the top of the text styles panel and click panel preferences, you'll see that we've got show hierarchical enabled. Now by default, the view would be like this, and you've got a whole series of alphabetically arranged styles. If I then jump to show hierarchical, I'll just collapse some of these up. You'll see that we have a base group style here. Now the base group style allows a hierarchical structure of my text styles. And this means that I can put all of my settings into the base style, and then off there I can have lots of different kind of variants, subordinate text styles, which will automatically adopt the formatting of the base style. I'll just show you that in action just now. Okay, so because we have heading 1, title and body, and they all belong within the base, you can see if I just expand that, we've got title there, heading 1 and body. So instead of independently going through each of the 3 styles and changing the formatting, it might be better to apply a particular format to just the base style and all of the other styles to adopt that style. So I'll just do that now. So with this base style chosen, I'll click this kind of little burger menu just to the right of the style entry, and I'll choose Edit Base. And from here I want to change the font to something different from Arial. I want to change it to Baskerville. I'll click OK. And you'll see that all of the fonts have changed on all of the styles to Baskerville. Now, this is quite powerful because it means that I don't have to worry about any of the heading ones, body, text style fonts. It's all taken care of by effectively the master group style. So you can also create groups yourself. If I just collapse this one up, we've only got one base style by default in Affinity Publisher, but if I just choose this button here, which is Create Group Style, I can choose a group of headings. Okay, and I'll make sure that I've got group enabled just here, and click OK. If I collapse base up again, I'll see I've created a new group there called headings. Now what I want to do is to now make sure that my headings are going to have a different font to my body and all subsequent kind of list bullets, list numbers, etc. So if I come down to find heading 1, for instance, and edit heading 1, and instead of it being based on base, which was the group, I'm going to base it on headings. Click OK, and I'll do the same with heading 2. And I'll find my title, and I'll base that on headings 2, headings. Click OK. Okay, so now you immediately see that the actual font of those, the heading 1 and the title has changed to Arial again. So I can then go to the headings option there and edit it, because that's now the group style for the headings. Change the font to, just move this out of the way so we can see the effect. Change the font to Palatino. And you can see that the font's changing there, the title and the heading changing. So you see you get more control and power in when you're creating and managing text styles by using groups. Some of the other things that you'll be able to do in the text styles panel is you'll also be able to come into here and apply different criteria for when your character styling is over the top of your paragraph styles, text styles. And you can, for instance, you can set these without a selection in place for say body. I'm just going to find body for you. You can set criteria about what happens when you've got character overrides and local formatting on top of your paragraphs. If you check any one of these and then you go to select that particular portion of text and then apply that body style to it, you will then get that behavior of whether it overrides or doesn't override the character style. Now similarly, if you change this particular portion of text, and then we'll change it to make it 12 point on the body, we can update all body to use that 12 point now, in much the same way as we did that up here. Just do an undo there. Also be able to, as you saw previously, edit body, so it's access to the edit text style dialog. You can duplicate this text style, or you can create a style based on body. So for instance, if you wanted to introduce an intro body style where you perhaps had an indent on there, you can call this body intro. And it's based on body, so click OK. And you could do something like this. Choose, say, first line indent 5 mils, okay. And if I assign this one to body intro, you'll see it's given an intro, first line indent to body intro there, as opposed to this being just body. Okay, so just have a look down here for some other options. You can detach the paragraphs from body intro, so it goes back to being unstyled, and you can delete the style as well. So finally, now you get a sense of how you can create some text styles and use groups as well. You'll be able to also access this kind of panel preferences menu at top right. And you can show and sort by different criteria, but also you can delete unused styles. So if you've got, say, any style that hasn't been applied to text, that's both character and paragraph, you can just delete them using this option. You can detach and delete all styles. So if you don't like the initial set of text styles in the text styles panel, you want to start from scratch. Say you create a new group style, then under the group style, you create lots of paragraph styles based on that group style. You can choose detach and delete all styles. And you can, once you've got a style set, you can save it as a default too. Now, if you've detached and deleted all styles, if there are some text styles that you know exist in another document that you want to use, say another Affinity Publisher file, and you like that text style arrangement, you can select Import Styles, and it will ask you for a Publisher document, and those styles will come into the text styles palette and populate it.